This is not financial nor professional advice. This video is for entertainment only. When investing in any company, it's always nice to know the founder and the CEO of the company to know where their head is at and where they're going. And I think Elon Musk exemplifies what a perfect CEO is. Not everyone can be a super genius and a good businessman at the same time. These are almost antithetical. You don't see this. It's such a rare thing to happen. But I think he is very idealistic at the same time. Yes, he's a businessman, but he's very idealistic. And if you listen to this interview, I think you get some sense of where his head is at. This first interview is taken from Italian Tech Week, and it was about a month ago.
Elon, what is the source of your inspiration?
The source of my inspiration, I'd say, is somewhat philosophical.
Yeah.
So I think that the thing we should be aiming for is increasing the scope and scale of human civilization, so as to best ask the right questions for the answer, which is reality, or the universe. And so if you accept that premise, then we should work to ensure the long-term survival and prosperity of humanity, of consciousness, and we should seek to extend that consciousness beyond Earth to other planets, eventually other star systems. That is the nature of my philosophy.
You can see the deep idealism he has. I mean, this is a man that's made a lot of money. At this point, I mean, he could quit and it would make virtually no difference in his life as far as his finances go. At this point, he's doing it for, I guess, fame. Yeah, that's a motivation we all have to some degree. But I think if he just wanted the money, he would quit now and stop. But I think he's very interested in what he's doing. I think he believes in what he's doing. I think this is a person true of heart and mind, and with their feet planted in reality. And to get those three elements combined into one person is just extraordinarily difficult and almost unheard of. And when you ask this leader of Tesla, Elon Musk, what he thinks of having competition, his typical response is, yeah, bring it on. I think there is such a confidence there that, yeah, he sees it as expanding his opportunities in some ways, because I think in some ways, I think he envisions eventually selling full self-driving to the other car companies. I wonder if Tesla's going to stay in production of cars long term, simply because I think they can sell their full self-driving technology once that's completely developed. This second interview is from Dr. Infographics on YouTube in 2018. It gives his early attitude towards Apple, which has not changed at all from what I can see from subsequent links.
Do you see Apple building a car and that maybe being a threat to you?
Well, I would encourage more participation by whoever it is to create electric vehicles. It's quite hard to do, but I think companies like Apple will probably make a compelling electric car. It seems like the obvious thing to do.
Are you betting that that's going to happen? Have you heard anything?
Well, it's pretty hard to hide something if you hire over 1,000 engineers to do it.
So you think Apple is serious about it?
Yeah, I do. This is an open secret.
And will that be a threat to you, or will that just expand the industry?
I mean, I think it will expand the industry. Certainly, Tesla would aspire to still make the most compelling electric vehicles, and that would be our goal, while at the same time trying to help other companies make electric cars as well. So, for example, last year we open sourced all of our patents, so anyone can use any of our patents for free.
What Google is doing. How do you assess what they're doing when you're looking at it? Because there'll be competitors at some point. These are all eventual competitors.
Well, I think what Google's done a great job of showing the potential of autonomous transport.
Right.
But they're not a car company. So I wouldn't say Google's a competitor.
Yeah, Apple can build a car. We're not afraid of them. Hey, we'll sell them our autonomous self-driving feature someday. That could be a good business for us. And Google, they're doing Waymo, but it's nothing like what we're doing, and it's not really going to work. It'll work to a certain extent, but it's not going to be generalizable like my technology is. So, yeah, they're really cool companies. Join the fray, but I'm not worried about you, and I'm not threatened by you. Join in. I'll figure out some way to monetize what you're doing.
Because they're not a car company. We would compete with somebody perhaps that they license technology to, but not to them directly.
Right.
Apple?
Yeah, that'll be more direct.
That'll be more direct?
Yeah.
You can tell that by the hiring pattern and that kind of stuff?
Sure.
So what do you... Okay, so they're going to be more direct. How do you assess it?
I mean, I say, I think it's great that they're doing this, and,
Yeah, it expands my opportunities. So, yeah, join in. I love Apple. Join in. You'll almost make a car somewhat similar to mine, but mine will be the best.
I hope it works out.
What's the time frame for them, do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I think they should have embarked on this project sooner, actually.
They're Johnny-come-lately, but maybe they'll catch up someday. I'm only 10 miles ahead. Yeah, this is like joining a race against a fast runner, and he's 10 miles ahead of you, and you're going to try to catch him. Oh yeah, you're going to catch him. You bet.
But I don't know when they don't share with me the details of their production plans. But I don't think it's going to be. I don't think they'll be in volume production sooner than maybe 2020. That'd be like the soonest.
And is that too late? When you say they should have embarked sooner, is that because 2020 will be too late to stop you or beat you or compete with you or what?
No, it's just like it's a missed opportunity. It's just that they.
It'll be over by 2020.
No, it's just like it's a couple of years. I think they'll probably make a good car and probably be successful.
Yeah, Apple's a real comer. They might be able to do it. They might be able to do the impossible that I have already done. So as it turns out, I think Tesla doesn't need to worry about Apple. They will expand the electric car industry, if anything, which will help. I have some interesting information from the shareholder meetings and some of the things Elon Musk has said that I'm going to put in my next video. And I also discussed the price of Tesla and what my prediction is. So be sure to like and subscribe to receive future videos and my future predictions and interesting stock selections, which the top of the list is Tesla, but I got a lot more down the line, and some of them you may not have heard so much about. I will see you in the future.